Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today's tale is going to be about a man who lives and breathes quite a lifestyle and has built up a name for himself by doing some pretty odd jobs. He also doesn't shy away from showing us the grand life he lives on social media. That has earned him the title of the King of Instagram. Instagram users might have guessed who we're talking about as soon as we said this. While for non-Instagram people, we might describe the man of today's video as your typical rich playboy. If you've guessed the name Dan Bilzerian, congratulations, you've hit the nail on the head. Having over 32 million followers on Instagram, Bilzerian appears to get what his heart desires anywhere and anytime. Be it the never-ending parties, living a boisterous bachelor lifestyle with different women every day, the sports cars, and his entire lifestyle in general. Dan Bilzerian stays true to the phrase, living life on the edge. But what do you really know about him? How did Bilzerian become the millionaire he is today? Bilzerian has reflected on his lifestyle by saying, "Basically, I didn't get a ton of attention as a kid. I guess that's why I'm such a flashy lunatic." This throws light on the difficult and lonely childhood he and his brother Adam suffered in their father's absence. Their father, Paul Bilzerian, was the owner of a robotics company and had a 7-figure salary and got the family everything they wanted, except this time. Things became harder for the Bilzerian family when Paul went bankrupt and was sent to prison on 9 accounts of stock and tax fraud. Dan started acting out in school and was expelled when he brought a machine gun inside school boundaries, which inevitably disallowed him to attend his graduation ceremony. After that messy chapter of his life was closed, Bilzerian joined the Navy in hopes of becoming a Navy SEAL. He underwent rigorous physical training and strenuous mental tests in spite of a broken leg. However, his luck didn't run long here as well, as he was discharged owing to fighting with one of his officers. But this doesn't mean that he dumped the chapter of physical training, as he continued to grow up. If you glance at his picturesque Instagram posts, his well-trained body does not miss the eye at all. Bilzerian has completed physical trainings, such as MMA and weightlifting, and continues to stick to a highly intense workout schedule. He doesn't shy away from talking about his fitness lifestyle either, which is an inspiration to his fans, and you can even catch the details in several interviews. The training also includes giving his body enough time to recover through ice baths and a strict, protein-rich diet. Bilzerian has 3 personal chefs that are responsible for all his meals and all other specific requirements in his diet chart to be laid out perfectly on his table. After all, what better choices than a healthy diet and training sessions to work off that incessant partying and booze? But let's ponder over how Bilzerian accumulated so much wealth that makes it possible to live such a lifestyle without any second thoughts and hindrance. If you've heard that most of his wealth comes from playing poker, give yourself a big pat on the back, because you have heard right. After his luck ran out with the Navy, Bilzerian enrolled at the University of Florida, where he double majored in business and criminology. That place was special for another reason, because it was the place where he was introduced to the game of poker. He became a fan of the game, playing it with his classmates whenever he got the chance, and gradually shifted to online poker games. Needless to say, he was addicted to gambling very soon, leading to sleepless nights and major decisions such as taking a loan out on his car to acquire more money for gambling. It wasn't until Bilzerian was 25 that Bilzerian properly participated in a poker game at an actual casino and started to play the game with a goal in his mind. He finally had access to the trust funds that his father had left for him, packed up a suitcase filled with cash, and headed to Lake Tahoe. Like a responsible individual, he set a budget for himself so as to avoid blowing the entire money away and started entering poker tournaments. These tournaments became a regular thing. However, his big break came in 2009 when he participated in the World Series of Poker main event for the first time and went up against professional poker players like Phil Ivey and Joe Cada. Bilzerian finished the tournament in 180th place, taking home $36,626. That specific performance led to a sponsorship with Victory Poker. Bilzerian agreed to wear a Victory uniform for all the tournaments he competed in, doing commercials in exchange for a grand sum of $1 million. Since then, Bilzerian dedicated most of his time playing high-stakes cash games professionally and creating his present empire. His passion extended to side bets with celebrities, friends, and others on a range of activities such as cycling and drag racing. He also extended to sponsor participants in poker games and organizing such events for charity. His 2015 poker tournament raised over $100,000 for brain research. Bilzerian is also famous for his Robin Hood project, where he provides financial assistance worth $10,000 to people in need. One of the first people to have benefited from this project was a woman who suffered a bad car accident and lost all of her limbs. The Robin Hood project still continues to benefit a lot of people to this day. But if you thought poker was the only way Bilzerian earns his cash, you're wrong. His career also includes movie appearances and stunt actions in movies such as Lone Survivor, The Equalizer, Attraction, and a few others. Unfortunately, we wouldn't say that his luck in the film industry is brimming with future prospects. However, becoming a millionaire rarely doesn't attract controversies. Recently, Bilzerian has been accused of misusing investor funds from his cannabis company, Ignite International Ltd., which has reportedly seen losses of more than $50 million solely to support Bilzerian's extravagant private lifestyle. He's currently facing a lawsuit filed by the former president of Ignite International, who claims that Bilzerian has been taking off company funds to spend for his own personal uses. Thus, Bilzerian is responsible for over $40 million the company owes to its investors. Bilzerian even took out a PPP loan in 2020 to support the company, and according to many people, this does seem to be the red light for the king of Instagram, who is supposedly a millionaire and has no financial shortages. It does seem like the Emperor of Riches is now facing a multitude of legal and criminal actions as well, especially considering that investigations have been surfacing about a $50 million civil judgment fine that Paul Bilzerian was required to pay for security fraud, which mysteriously disappeared. It's not a far leap of imagination for some people who are assuming that the trust fund Dan inherited was indeed the sum of illegal money. But like the old saying goes, no good comes from jumping to conclusions. Concluding from his recent Instagram posts, Bilzerian is investing a lot of time into writing his autobiography, so we need to sit back and see how the millionaire playboy tackles these tough situations in the coming days. Meanwhile, what you can do is subscribe to our channel, and if you loved the video, give it a thumbs up. We will be back with our next video before you can even realize we were gone.